Good afternoon. It is time for math. So if you focus up here, we're going to talk about adding a two-digit number with a one-digit number. So again, our I can statement is going to be I can add a two-digit number with a one-digit number. So I'd like students to repeat that back. All right, so when we are adding a two-digit number with a one-digit number, we can think of lots of different strategies. Yesterday we used a number line. You could also count on, so if it was 13 plus 2, I can think, oh, 13? What is 2 more than 13? 14 and 15. So I can think of counting on using a number line or by writing the numbers that go forward. A different way we're going to do adding a two-digit number with a one-digit number today is by setting up the problem not side by side, but up and down. So if my first number is 13, and I'm adding to 13, 13 is actually a two-digit number. So I know 13 has a ones place and, a ones place and a tens place. If I say 2, it only has a ones place. So I need to line up 2 right under 3. And I have my addition symbol over here. And when we do addition up and down, this line going across is now our equal sign. So whatever we get is going to go here. So we can do this with multiple different tools. So we can draw our base 10s, or we can use base 10 blocks. But unfortunately at home, unless we still have cutouts that we gave out a while back, you'll either have to draw your base 10 blocks, or on our Seesaw assignment, I gave you pictures of base 10 blocks that students will be able to move, and I'll show you that in just a moment. So if my number is 13, I can draw 13. I can also draw 2 using base 10 blocks. So the number 13 has a 1 in its tens place, so I'm going to draw 1 10. The number 13 also has 3 ones, so I'm going to draw 3 ones. Now I need to add 2 more ones. So am I going to add the 2 in the tens place or the ones place? I'm going to add it in the ones place. So let's add those together. 1, 2. Now, if I circle everything I have in my ones place, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 ones. Did I add anything to my tens place? No, so I still have 1 10. So it's also like if we were adding up and down, I would pretend there's an imaginary line. That way it's splitting the tens and the ones. So I can add going down. What is 3 plus 2? We already figured that out. It is 5. What is 1 plus, is there anything here? No, so 1 plus nothing equals 1. So therefore, 13 plus 2 is going to equal 15. So students haven't really done this too much in our classroom yet. We were beginning to do it as schools were starting to figure out that we weren't going to be coming back for a little bit. So some students have had exposure to adding this way, but some have not. That's why this video is so important for setting it up and down and thinking about our tens place and our ones place. So I'm going to pull up our Seesaw page so I can discuss how we're going to do this activity today. So this is what you're going to be working on. I have base 10 blocks on the side. Underneath it is another one. So as they drag them over here, there'll be a new one for them to pull still. So we have our tens and we have our ones. So tens will always go in the tens place. Ones will always go in the ones place. Students are going to look at these addition sentences on the side, or addition problems, and they're going to think, oh, if I'm adding 14 plus 3, they're going to build the first number first. So if I look at the number 14, I see there's a 1 in the tens place, so I'm going to make my 1, and I see there's a 4 in the ones place. So I'm going to move 4 ones into the ones place. Now I'm adding 3 to the number 14. You can ask your student, is there any tens in the number 3? And they should say no. So if there are no tens, I know 3 is just the same as 3 ones. So I'm going to drag 3 more ones to my ones place. Now, when we add up and down. So if I pretended there's that imaginary line here, and even if your student or child would like to draw one, I encourage you to do so. You can draw your imaginary line that splits your tens and your ones. So I can count up my blocks now and figure out what is 4 plus 3. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now students, let's practice making sure that we put our ones place value on the one side. So I'm going to put a 7 here. And what is 1 plus nothing? It equals 1. So therefore, 14 plus 3 equals 17. And students, you are going to do this, and parents, you're going to do this throughout all 8 of the addition problems that are on this page. When you are done with one addition problem, go ahead and select the hand tool and clear your board so it is ready for the next addition problem you have. And you do not need to put these back perfectly, but just clear your board so that way you're ready to use these manipulatives to help you solve all of the addition problems. And once again, when you are finished, hit that green check button on the top right so that I can view your work. If you have any questions, just reach me on my phone or through Class Dojo, and I'd love to be a help for you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.